Hi, I'm Gary White for Central Kentucky Television. I'm here with Sean Philip Robinson and Kurt Sissom, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Bourbon City Symphony concert that's going to be taking place at the Springfield Opera House, and it is in conjunction with the Central Kentucky Community Theater, and it's going to be Mozart music that we're going to get to see on April 6th and 7th. So, let's start off with Kurt. You're with the Central Kentucky Theater, right?
That's right, yeah.
Now, you kind of worked with Sean here to coordinate this event?
Yeah, that's right. I do a whole lot of different things with the theater, but I'm mostly a musician. I love music, and so I'm trying to get more music-type concerts into the theater. You know, the theater is well known in this area for all the stage plays and musicals that it puts on, which are great, but I also want to bring in more music concerts. So we're starting off big. We're bringing in a symphony orchestra into the theater, and we're very, very excited about that.
That's great. And it's the Bourbon City Symphony out of Bardstown. And Sean, you are the one who founded this, right?
That's right. I put this together for the community there in Nelson County, and it's got high school guys in it from all the local high schools, and also community members and people that have been playing for a long time, people that have been playing for not very long. It's sort of everybody's thing. That's
fantastic. Now it's going to be Mozart music, right?
That's right, all Mozart music. Mozart's my personal favorite, and I think it fits the space of the Springfield Opera House very well. We're going to open the show with an opera overture in the Opera House, so it's an exciting show.
That's fantastic. And this is a fundraiser of sorts for the Central Kentucky Community Theater, is that correct?
You could say everything we do is a fundraiser for the theater. I mean, we get a little bit of funding, like from the Kentucky Arts Council. Really very little compared to what things cost.
Right.
We get funding through sponsorships. Different businesses in the area will sponsor different shows, and we get money through advertising in our programs and so forth. But most of the money comes from ticket sales. So you can say very clearly that we are able to put on these shows because all of you out there come to see them.
Right.
That's why we're able to do it. So please, support this. I think that, not only the theater in general, but this orchestra is a very important and valuable resource for our community.
Yeah.
It's a great venue for musicians who don't usually get to play at the local honky-tonk bar or anything. It gives them a place to come and present their music. It's a great environment for the children in the community of all ages. I think it's just a very important thing, so please come and support it.
And again, it's going to be on April 6th and April 7th. Saturday the 6th will be at 7 p.m. Sunday the 7th at 3 p.m. Tickets are $10 for adults, $8 for seniors, $5 for students, and you can go to centralkytheater.com in order to get those tickets. But tell us a little bit about the Bourbon City Symphony. I know you had a concert, I think your first concert was back in December, right?
It was, yeah. It was holiday classics, pieces by Leroy Anderson and the Nutcracker March by Tchaikovsky. And then that's where I got hooked up with Kurt. He came and saw the show, and we struck up a conversation after that. And then we started putting the idea of bringing the symphony to Springfield together. And we've got some really fabulous local talent, like Elizabeth Conway is our concert master, and Carmel Bowman's our principal second. Mickey Anderson plays horn for us, and there's room for everybody. So if you're out there and you play an instrument, come see our show, and then come talk to me, and we'll get you hooked up playing with the group.
That's fantastic. Now, saying that's about 25 members strong currently?
Yeah, that's right. It's a really good mid-sized orchestra. Of course, we're looking to expand so we can play harder and more diverse literature, but you'll be really impressed by the quality of sound that these 25 players get.
That's great. Now,
yeah, and I can vouch for that. I've heard them play, and they sound really good. Much the way, I mean, you've seen the theater in action, and you know that it's more than you would expect from a community theater. And the same with this orchestra. I mean, they just do a great job.
And again, it's going to be this Saturday and Sunday. They're going to be able to come out and see them in Springfield at the Opera House. I'll tell you a little bit more about how you can get tickets again in just a minute. So if somebody is interested in becoming a part of the symphony, how can they find out more information about the symphony itself?
The best way is to get in contact with me, and you can get in contact with me on Facebook, and that's Sean Philip Robinson. And you can also see the symphony's page. It's Bourbon City Symphony, 3 words, Bourbon City Symphony on Facebook. You can like it, and that'll put you in contact with me, or you can come talk to me after the show. I love seeing the audience and meeting people, especially if the show's good. I'll make myself available.
So it's going to be Mozart music for us. You're saying it's going to start off with an orchestra, or it's going to start off with an overture, right?
It is, the Abduction from the Seraglio. So it's a very unusual piece of Mozart in that he's writing in the Turkish style. So it's got lots of whiz-bang string runs in it and lots of percussion instruments, which is unique for Mozart as well. And I just learned of this piece to do this concert, and it's become my favorite piece of Mozart. Oh, wow. And we're going to start with the opera overture, and we're going to end with a piano concerto played by Hobie Humphrey. It's the piano. It's a piano rondo in D for orchestra and piano, and Hobie is just a wizard on the keyboards. It's really something to see him play this concerto.
That'd be great. Now, do you have a favorite Mozart piece too that you're thinking, or are you going to wait and see on Saturday or Sunday?
You know, I've heard a lot of Mozart, but Mozart did so many compositions that I'm sure most of them I haven't heard. So I'm just really looking forward to hearing a couple things I have heard, a couple things I've never heard. I know you're doing Ein Klein Not music, which is pretty much everybody's favorite, right? I mean, that's his #1 hit,
that's
right?
Yeah.
So
Billboard charts.
Everyone knows that one. These others, I'll be honest, I'm not as familiar with, and I'm looking forward to hearing some new things.
Yeah. We're pulling out his first symphony, one of the first pieces he actually wrote, and he wrote it when he was 8 years old, and the sophistication that he's able to achieve at 8 years old is just, it's phenomenal. It's worth coming to see the concert just to hear this 8-year-old piece.
Yeah. Doing anything at 8 years old, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
How long is the concert going to be?
It's going to be just over an hour. We're going to have a first act, and then an intermission, and then the second act, and we close with that piano concerto.
Okay, great. And are most of the players from Bardstown, Nelson County area?
A lot of them are. We have some people that drive as far from E-Town. We have some people that commute in from Louisville. We even have a couple of players that drive all the way down from New Albany, Indiana to participate.
Oh, good.
So it's we're really trying to pull the community together for this this event.
And we might want to say that you are originally from Elizabethtown, right?
That's right.
But you have some connections via marriage to the Nelson County area, right?
That's right. I married Stephanie Rust, and most people in Nelson County know her, and that's how I...
that's a good thing.
That's a good thing. That's right. Yeah, she's a local celebrity, so it kind of helps us out. People come to see Stephanie, and it brings people to the show.
Great. Great. Again, it's the Bourbon City Symphony with Mozart music. It's going to be in Springfield at the Springfield Opera House on Saturday, April the 6th, Sunday, April the 7th, 7 p.m. and 3 p.m. respectively. And you can get the tickets at centralkytheater.com. $10 for adults, $8 for seniors, $5 for students. And it should be a lot of fun.
Tickets are also available at a couple of places around town.
Okay. Usually at the banks.
I was going to say, if you're going to test my memory, in Springfield, you can get it at the Springfield State Bank, the U.S. Bank. In Lebanon, what's the bank? Farmers Bank. Thank you.
Usually has.
And in Bardstown at the Balloon Lady. Or you can always get the tickets at the door the day of the show.
Right. Okay, and they're same price whether you get them in advance or the day of.
Same price.
Sure. Okay, great. So come on out for this Mozart concert brought to you by Bourbon City Symphony. And if you're interested in more information on the theater itself, go to the website, right?
That's right.
centralkytheater.com.
Or we're pretty active on Facebook, too.
Or find them on Facebook. If you're interested in the Bourbon City Symphony, again, they can find you on Facebook as well, right?
That's right. Sean Philip Robinson on Facebook, the Bourbon City Symphony Facebook page.
Great. And if you're interested in being part of the symphony, you can contact Sean. You can come to the concert and then talk to him afterwards, because I'm sure you have him be part of it, right?
That's right, and we've got a great system in place for all level of players. Whether you're a professional player or you're just new to the instrument, we've got a good system in place to allow you to contribute to the group.
And while you're on that subject, the theater is always looking for new people to participate in all the shows as well.
Right.
So if you get the acting bug or the musical singing kind of bug, come to look for the next audition. The auditions are always announced on Facebook.
That's right. It's at centralkytheater.com. You can find out there too as well. Great. When's your rehearsal schedule for the symphony? Do you do that regular?
We do. The symphony rehearses on Sundays at 5:30 to 7, and there is a string sectional that meets every other Tuesday at 7 o'clock to about 8 o'clock.
Okay, great. So come on out. You can hear some great music, find out more about the orchestra as well as the theater. Again, Saturday and Sunday. This has been Gary White for Central Kentucky Television.